Now we go into the London game. Broncos and Jaguars. Broncos plus 2.5 against them. This is at Wimbledon, so that's exciting. If there's one thing I know about Jacksonville, London games, they munch. They munch in Jacksonville. So I'm going to have to pick Jacksonville in this game. Plus the Broncos defense. I like what their defense has done, but I just hate what their offense has been, which is disgusting. Russell Wilson most likely won't return this game based on the reports I've seen. So they're going to be rocking Brett Ripon again with Jacksonville in London, with Bright Ripon, with that Broncos offense. I have the Jags winning this game. Not a pretty game. Terrible game. For some reason, London, they get the worst of all those products. They always get terrible games, in my opinion. Broncos, Jags. I'm going to pick the Jags to win 17-9.
There are three things that are a fact. I'll never get over my parents dying, and I'll always blame myself and beat up people in the night because of it. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football, and the Jags always win in London.
And yeah, that's what's going to happen. You heard it from Batman himself. Batman had to go away because I can't do that voice because I'll destroy my vocal cords in the morning. But Jags in London, even when they've sucked, no matter how bad they've been with Blake Bortles, when that team was elite, when they were awful with Urban Meyer last year, they even won in London with Urban Meyer last year. What does that tell you? The Broncos don't trust any quarterback they have on their roster right now. I don't trust Nathaniel Hackett, and I think Doug Peterson, well, he struggled a little bit since the first three really good games. I do think he can outcoach Nathaniel Hackett, and Nathaniel Hackett is an absolute scrub. He's just one of those dudes. It's like you hired Aaron Rodgers' drinking buddy, and it shows. This was Aaron Rodgers' friend he would play darts with, and you hired him because you're like, maybe we'll get Aaron Rodgers. Well, you got Russell Wilson instead, so what are we doing with Aaron Rodgers' drinking buddy, who seems like he has no idea what to do? It seems like he has to check with ownership if he's allowed to go for something or what play to make. And then it was hilarious because Sunday, Peyton Manning was at the game. John Elway was at the game. Shannon Sharp was at the game, losing his voice. He goes on Undisputed in the morning, and he's like, Skip, well, when I was talking about this, because he's in the middle of the field in the end zone with a microphone, hyping up Broncos Nation, absolutely losing his voice. The last time this happened, it's when the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Jets when he was at a Broncos game. So the last two times Shannon Sharp's gone to Mile High Stadium, he's lost his voice for the show the next day. And then you have all of those guys there, and I'm like, what would happen if Russell Wilson walked up to John Elway, Peyton Manning, and Shannon Sharp? Do you think they'd be like, what are you? No, you've played awful, dude. You do not belong in the same breath as us. Right now, you look like Tim Tebow. Except Tim Tebow actually would win games.
I mean, comparing him to Tim Tebow, that's cold, even for you.
He can't score points. What's the difference? Well, at least Tim Tebow ran.
Yeah, I mean, at least Tim Tebow ran. Like I mentioned before, the Jags, there's just certain things that are guarantees in life. Death, taxes, and the Jags winning in London.